Now to the Russians. Military vessels from that country are bobbing in the waters 100 miles from U.S. shores ahead of planned training drills in Cuba. Officials in Havana say Russia's military presence, which includes a nuclear-powered submarine, does not represent a threat to the region. The U.S. was able to assess that the vessels are not carrying any nuclear weapons. The last time Russia held similar drills in the Caribbean was 2019. Officials from both countries say the training is a, quote, normal part of friendly relations. But it is happening just a week after Vladimir Putin suggested he could give weapons to countries hostile towards the United States, after Washington approved Ukraine's use of U.S. weapons to strike inside Russia. CBS News national security correspondent David Martin joins me now from the Pentagon. David, what more do we know about these exercises, and what's Russia doing in these waters around Cuba?
I think first and foremost, Vladimir Putin is making a display of his displeasure with the Biden administration's support for Ukraine. And this exercise was in the works before President Biden made that recent decision to lift the ban against using American-made weapons against targets on the ground in Russia. But for 2 years now, the U.S. has been doing its best to keep Ukraine in the fight, and now Vladimir Putin is responding with these exercises. Now, this is not the first time that Russian warships have operated in the Caribbean, not the first time they've made a port call in Havana, but it's just happening with a higher profile. They pulled in today to a 21-gun salute, and then they immediately put out video of the ship's arrival on social media. They're trying to draw attention to this, and they're going to stay here for quite some time. These exercises are supposed to continue through the summer, and as you noted, these are going to be larger than normal. They're going to include long-range bomber patrols along the east coast of the United States, and that's the first time since 2019 that they've done simultaneous naval and air operations. So this is going to be an interesting summer.
And how does the Pentagon, David, respond to this, or how should people think about the fact that this kind of danger is a little close here to the U.S. coastline?
Well, I don't think we should exaggerate the threat here. Two of those ships, the surface warship and the submarine, are designed to carry guided missiles, which on paper could reach targets in the United States. But the east coast of the United States is bristling with naval and Air Force bases, and I would think that anything like that from the Russians would just be very unlikely. I think what is more likely is that the Russians might come closer to the United States than they ever have before. Just on this transit down to Cuba from the northern Atlantic, they passed just 30 miles off the coast of Florida. And since a U.S. Navy task force is going to be shadowing these Russian exercises all summer, I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of run-in between the navies of the two countries.
David Martin at the Pentagon for us. Appreciate it as always, David. Thank you.